Good evening and welcome to Reasonable Sanity Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Token. With us tonight, we have a very excellent, in-depth interview about Coca-Cola, the most recognizable brand in the world, in my opinion. With us tonight, we have Larry Jorgensen. Larry Jorgensen with the book called The Coca-Cola Trail, A History of Coca-Cola. Welcome.
Thank you, Ryan. It's good to be with you, and it's good to talk about people and places in the history of Coca-Cola. That's what we're all about.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what draws me into it because, there's, I grew up in the 80s, okay? So advertisement was pretty big when I was a kid. So then to see kind of where the roots of it all came from, there's something really pure about that. And so that's what gets me into these kind of books. What draws you in?
Well, what actually got my attention on it, I went to visit two different places that have Coca-Cola museums, little museums, and
Hello?
I thought that would be an interesting
Larry, are
story.
you there?
I'm here.
Larry?
Am I losing you?
Hello, Larry?
Yeah. We're here.
Larry, are you there?
I'm here. Let me try for a different
Something happened to Larry.
location.
Larry?
Yeah, I'm here. Let me try for a
Larry?
different location.
Larry?
I'm here.
Hello,
here.
Larry.
Earth
Yeah.
to Larry. Earth to Larry.
Larry.
I'm here. Hello.
Ryan, can you hear me?
All right.
Okay,
We
Larry.
disconnect and
I,
record.
I can hear both. I can hear both of you.
Oh my God, Larry! Don't yell at Ryan. He's the host. We're live on the
Are we?
air. You're really stressing
there?
me. You're stressing me out,
Nobody
Larry.
hear me.
Oh my God, Larry. Like I think we can hear Ryan, but he can't hear us. So basically, we can talk shit about him,
No clue.
and he'll never know. like, you know.
Is this-
One thing about Ryan, he doesn't know how to run audio.
Hello.
Hello, hello, Ryan.
Is this
Hello.
your, are you having trouble with your
Hello.
new systems?
Yeah, we got ransomware by the Nigerians. They want $50,000 to release our servers.
Wow.
Yeah. We're still on the
is
air,
this gonna
though.
be
Everybody can hear us. So listen, don't be racist, okay? Don't be racist. We're on the air, sir.
okay? Are we on the air now?
Yeah, we're currently on the air. We're not supposed to be. It's supposed to be you and Ryan. But Ryan can't even hear us.
I see. Okay. So what do we do?
Talk
Hello?
about something interesting.
Okay, you hear me.
Okay, well, we
good.
talk
I
about
wasn't sure.
Coca-Cola.
So is Larry just gone?
No, Larry's still here. Larry's still here, Ryan.
I don't.
I'm sending
I don't hear anybody.
I'm sending texts. Larry, did I remember to tell you not to be racist?
Yes.
Give me a second, Larry. I'm having
I
an
would-
issue here.
I wouldn't do that.
Because we're on
My
the air.
audio went blank. My hearing went blank. 1 second.
Oh wait, try now.
Okay, I can hear now.
That may have been my fault.
Oh, Carol.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I got the wrong button on the switchboard. I didn't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a woman, okay?
Larry, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Carol.
I'll get off the air. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in the kitchen.
All right.
I'm gonna-
I'm sorry, Larry. Carol has had some issues with stress lately. We all have. She's been cooped up. So I totally apologize. So something happened there.
Larry,
Hello,
he's still connected.
Larry, are you there?
Larry, what are you doing?
I can't hear you, Larry. Are you there?
You're killing us, Larry.
Can we hang up on Larry and call him back?
We're hanging up on you, Larry.
I'd like to finish the interview.
All right.
After that, like that. This is Hello?
This is a test. This is Larry Jorgensen trying one more time for a test on voicemail. Testing, what can I tell you? Here I am trying one more time to see if we can make this work. I'm not having a lot of success with this mission, but we'll try it again, and maybe if I get some help somewhere, maybe we can get it done. So, anyhow, that's the test.
Look at Larry.
I know it's very exciting, and I appreciate you listening to it.
Let me talk as Carol.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Larry, we heard your message. It sounds great. We're still on the air. We need you to pick up the phone. Pick up the phone, Larry. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
You have the same audio problems that Carlito always had, except...
Hello.
Here we go again.
Hello.
Hello, Larry?
Hello. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Are you there?
I'm here. I've been here. I've been trying to answer the phone. I tried to call you back. I don't have a problem on rescheduling if you guys need some time to see what's going on with your new system.
I think we're okay. I think what we just experienced was an internet issue. It was different than the advertising one. So I think I'm okay. So I'm good to pick up if you are. If you still have a few minutes, I got questions, so I'd love to ask them.
Okay. Well, let's try it and see what happens. Okay.
All right. Let me go ahead and pick up right where I was.
Okay.
So the reason I really like these kind of things is the history in it, because I grew up in the 80s, so I get to learn about, these commercials that I've been exposed to, their history and where they came from and how they became what they were. That's what drives me to go after. What drives you?
Well, actually, I got interested in Coca-Cola after visiting a couple places that had Coca-Cola history. And I was going to just do a little short story. I'm a freelance writer. And the more I got into it, the more I realized this thing is all over the country, and it really has never been told in this manner before. Everything you read about Coca-Cola is Coca-Cola corporate, when really and truly it was the bottlers who believed in it way before. They believed in bottling Coca-Cola.
Larry, it looks like that sensor's going off. Hold on, I got to push this button. Hold on, we'll be right back after this break.
It's that time of the night again. Time for a little bit of excitement. Time for a little action. Time for some late night fun. Wouldn't you like to know what's on our minds about now?
Call 1-800-560-GIRL. $2.99 per minute. Adults only.
Come on. Wouldn't you like to party with us tonight?
And we're back. Carol, could you go ahead and change the settings on that? I think we need to go a little bit lower in class. So, Larry, you were saying that, the corporations that built in it, do you still feel the corporations represent the same kind of, I want to call it wholesome. I wasn't around then, but it feels more wholesome. Do you feel like the corporations are still as wholesome? Coca-Cola corporation is still wholesome.
Yeah, but I think the real nucleus of Coca-Cola is the independent bottlers who took it when even Coca-Cola didn't believe in bottling, and created what made the most popular brand in the world. There was a gentleman in Vicksburg, Mississippi, that was bottling Coca-Cola in his little soda shop 5 years before Coca-Cola ever said, let's bottle Coca-Cola. He ran with it. And even when Coca-Cola agreed to have it bottled, they didn't believe in it. They sold the rights to bottle Coca-Cola for $1.
Yeah, I'd heard that story, and we'll get right to that in just a second. I just had another beep come through. 1 second.
It's wet. It's wild. Best of all, it's totally waterproof.
Feeling a little bit hot this time of year? We can help you beat the heat with some cool conversation.
It's outrageous.
No need for any fancy computer services to reach us. Just pick up the phone. Call 1-900-535-EASY. $2.99 per minute minimum. Adults only.
Stop surfing the net. Get on the phone now.
And we are back. Carol, could you set that, because I see there was a demographic setting, could you set that to maybe female? Just go ahead and set it to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Ryan, sir. I'll get right on that. I'm right on top of that, Rose.
Thanks. So Larry, now they sold the bottling rights for $1. That was to
Right.
me one of the most like when I think of strategical errors. Like a big one would be like Star Wars, right? Lucas
Right.
took the rights for toys, right? It was a brilliant concept. With Coca-Cola, it was like one of the biggest errors in judgment history ever.
Well, they made two. That was a big one, and then the other one is, remember when they came out with the new Coke? Boy, that was a mistake.
And here's the thing too is hold on, they got one. They can't have too many more of these. We're only supposed to have 4 every half an hour. Hold on, let's see.
Hey ladies, do you want me to smash your inner parts? Then call 1-800-SNOWPLOW-ME right now. We have hot, steamy, middle-aged men and nothing but snow boots and snow shovels that are lonely waiting for your call. Want me to give you a spanking with this shovel? I will right after I'm done cleaning off the stoop, if you know what I mean. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-SNOWPLOW-ME and we'll make you squishy.
Carol, Carol.
Yes, sir, Mr. Ryan, sir.
Can you put in this like a search word or something for beverages? I mean, for crying out loud, this isn't a dating book. We're not doing that. We're doing a book on Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I know. This is just what they sent us. This is just what came in. You know, like I don't know. I don't control things here. I'm on my period, Ryan.
I understand. All right, Larry. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. I got a good way to wrap this up because the book is wonderful. The book is wonderful. So
actually, Ryan, we have 2 books now. We just did the sequel, and they're both available. Yeah, the sequel is just as good as the first one. It's got new people and places, you know.
Okay. Nice.
And they're both available at our website,
Mom?
which is the CocaColaTrail.com.
Mom?
Hold on. Just you can plug that in just a second. I guess I got to hit this one last time.
Sorry, wrong line.
Hey everybody, this is Downy the Clown. I have clown syndrome. Only immoral juices can help me out with my problem.
Oh God! Oh Bill! Oh sweetheart! Oh God! Oh God! Oh Bill! Oh Bill! Oh Bill!
Get yourself some immoral juices. They'll cure what ails you.
Okay, Carol. At least it was about a juice beverage. Carol, if you could we go ahead and maybe test this next time before we go on air? Larry, I'm sorry. That's
all right.
Carol, could you apologize right now?
I don't think I owe you an apology because this was your idea, Ryan. If you remember correctly.
I think we all need a Coke with a little rum in it, that's all.
Oh, fuck you, Larry. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, Larry. Fuck you. Hey, Larry. Larry.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Okay. When?
Wow.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and take the last talk here. It turns out that Coca-Cola has probably a deep, history and racism too as well. But we won't talk about that because corporate profits. This has been Reasonable Sanity Podcast. Good night, everyone. And clear.
God, Larry was a motherfucker. I did not like him at all. Where do you get these fucking guests?
I didn't invite him. How did we? You didn't invite him?
No, I don't. Who else could have? I don't get this.
I don't know.
He was a fucking idiot. I hated him.
I don't know. What am I even supposed to talk about? Coca-Cola?
I hope Larry dies in a fucking fire. Ugh. Ugh. What's that noise in the background? I hear something. I hear some. It's yeah, that's him. He's gone.
Okay.
Hi, good afternoon or good morning.
Hello. How are you?
Very well.
All right. Is this John?
Yes, John Vespasian. Here we're in the middle of the night. It's almost 2 a.m. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the show, we'll get the show to start in here just a second. I'm Ryan Token. It's very nice to meet you. Your book, just to be clear, your book is called Undisputed: How Highly Effective People Deal with Disruptions, correct?
Right. Undisrupted. Huh? The title is Undisrupted.
Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna play the music, and then we'll just go ahead and get started, okay? And so as soon as the theme is done, then I will do an introduction, and we will roll, okay?
Perfect.
Good evening and welcome to Reasonable Sanity Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Token. With us tonight, we have John Vespasian. He made a great book about being able to not be disrupted and how to be effective and efficient while doing so. Please tell us a little of your book.
Yeah, the book is based on history. It's based on dozens of biographies of different people, different centuries, different professions. And what I've done is to go through the biographies, trying to establish the principles they have used, show many examples, people really going through great, very deep, very severe adversity in their business, in their profession, in their careers, in their finances, and try to extract ideas that we can use today, especially now in these times of great disruptions.
Oh, yes. And that's the thing is right now I feel that that's why some information like this is very important, because we all have had our norm just completely shattered over the last 9 months. Right. And so it's real important to have resources that people can, go to learn to adjust to certain things. Hold on. I got to go to a real quick, it should be just a very short break. That's the sign to go to a commercial. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, Downy the Clown here with Immoral Juice. When I need a quick pick-me-up or the strength to fight my estranged wife's 22-year-old boyfriend, I reach for cool, refreshing taste of Immoral Juices. It's made in Mexico and shipped here in shoe boxes, so you know the coca extract is pure. Don't believe me? Why would you? I'm just some stupid clown, right? Well, here's a testimony then, asshole. Drink some with your favorite girl like this guy.
Shut up, bitch! Make me, motherfucker!
There you have it. Drink Immoral Juice. You'll be a god just like me. Downy the Clown. I'm invincible!
And we are back on Reasonable Sanity Podcast. We are talking to author of Undisrupted. What do you think makes you the perfect specimen to help people believe that they can get that information from you? You can't be disrupted, or even you can be?
Yes, the idea that goes through my books is
and there you have it, folks. He is undisruptible. And so really, I don't know why he would be an expert in the field. So you got to watch where you get your, put your investments and put your money, because who knows who could screw you over. Anyways, this has been Reasonable Sanity Podcast. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Okay, Ryan, and we are off the air. We're off the air now, and your guest is now gone.
Okay, I just wow. What a wow.
What was that guest even talking about?
I don't know. I mean, this is the last time we ever just take random guests like this. I mean, we had on the guy who made wacky wall walkers last week.
It's like he was retarded. He was retarded. That guy was retarded.
Just completely unable to even stay on subject. He was a
Riri. That man.
Yeah. I don't know if I can fix this in post. I don't know if I can. I mean, it was that bad.
Yeah, it's the whole day. The whole day. It's just ruined. It's ruined.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm on my period.
And I probably didn't help. I mean, ever since I've been in the pandemic, I've been, just smoking excessive amounts of marijuana and some meth. I mean, so maybe I'm the problem. Maybe
we all have. Yeah, it's the pandemic. That's what you do. You smoke meth.
Yeah.
Meth and heroin. That's my motto.
Hi, Ryan.
Good evening and welcome to Reasonable Sanity Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Token. Tonight we have a very excellent show. We have Manuri and Nelson with us. How are you guys tonight?
Excellent. Excited to be here with you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us here.
So I was reading a little bit about what it is that you guys do, but I think I would butcher it. Why don't you tell me what it is that you do that helps people so much?
So we combine ancient practices and modern technology to help people achieve altered states like lucid dreams, out-of-body experiences. And the reason we do that is because it helps them tap into the creative and healing and even transformative power of their subconscious.
I've never met you two, but I've definitely met people who dabble in this sort of thing. And you're absolutely right. It was eye-opening my first time. Absolutely eye-opening. So, so let me just ask you something real quick. Oh, there's that tone. Hold on. I got to push that advertisement button. Give me just a second here.
Hi, I'm Dwight McClanahan from Dwight's Janitorial Services. Do you have a mess you need cleaned up? Good, then call me. Had a party and need puke cleaned from the floors, walls, and furniture? Then I'm your guy. How about a heinous crime scene that needs cleaned up quickly? Then pick up that phone. I won't even ask questions. Call 1-800-HOT-MOPS, and I'm personally gonna pick up the phone, clean up the mess, and we never met. That's the McClanahan guarantee. Call Dwight, he'll clean it right. Oh yeah, put a mop in your ass.
Hey, you hungry? Then I got what you should eat. You should eat some new meat cooked with heat. It's extreme in every single way. It'll have you getting girls and running trains. Woo woo! So make sure you get your meat cooked with heats today.
And we are back at Reasonable Sanity Podcast. We have Manure and Nelson with us. How are you guys? What got
Excellent.
you into
Happy to be here.
Thank you. What got you into it? What? So for me, it was my friend. It was my friend Brad. He got me into it, and we learned together. My family wasn't into it. For you guys, was it something that was in your family young, or is it something that came through time? What was your experience?
I started doing this when I was like 11 years old. I started my mindfulness and self-development journey around then. And Nelson started doing it on his own around 16.
Mm-hmm.
And how we started doing what we are doing right now is that we realized that the reason why we've been able to balance our work and stress that's involved with our professional life is because of all these tools that we've been using all these years. And looking around, we realized we're not the only ones, and we decided to share it. So that's why we are creating this platform with products and the app and a community to sort of bring all of these elements together to create that environment where people can thrive.
I think that's where a lot of people are missing out these days, because communities are real important, just to have the community of it, because you can learn it, you can read it, but to experience it with others is where I get the biggest benefit. For example, whenever we are at this time in the show, we always go ahead and we offer. We do an offering, so to say. All religions have a form of it, but here we're going to go ahead. Carol, could you bring in the sample? It'll just take a second. He's just a little pug. Hold on.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to pull it up here. Look, I have two hands.
Carol, hit the switch.
Two hands, Ryan. I only have two hands. Just like you. Same.
Jesus, Carol, it didn't die. Carol?
I don't know what to do.
Carol, it didn't die.
I don't know what to do. What should I do?
I think it's going. I think so.
This is disgusting.
I think it just went.
God.
Okay. Well, that's not going to please that's not going to please the ancient overlords at all. So I think the only thing that's going to be left is for me to go ahead and I'm just going to have to end this with a prayer. Dear Satan, will you allow me to do my part required to get you to souls to topple all that is holy, all that is Christ? For when all that is falls,
Ryan, it's getting on the carpet. It's all over the carpet.
I'm praying to Satan here, Carol.
It's not going to. Satan is not going to make the carpet come out. You've ruined the carpet, Ryan.
Well, Manure and Nelson, I'm afraid I'm going to have to reschedule. We got to get a different pug. This has to go better next time. So I guess this has been a Sandy podcast.
His mother gave us that carpet.
And clear.
Actually, I think the carpet's fine.
Okay, that's good.
We'll just rub some club soda in it.
All right, good. Oh, shit, they're still on. Oh, man, jeez.
Hey, listen, I didn't want to say anything while we were on the air, sir, but you have a hot voice. Like
That's very nice.
Tonight, when I'm masturbating, I'm going to think of your voice fucking me. Your voice is going to fuck me in my fantasy tonight.
So let me ask you something. How many marks did you think you'd win on this fucking podcast?
Hey, and any chance to get the word out about Numa being, we're there.
Oh, no, I hear you. It's all about the same.
Oh, can you say that slower?
I will slug my own grandmother in her fucking rotten face because she's been dead for 10 years for fucking, a good $100 easy. It's all about the profit. I got you. We're in the same business. Fuck them over and just, leave people fucking confused and just embarrassed, right?
No, we're definitely don't think we're in that business, but
Hey, there's no reason to take the high road here. We're off the air.
No, you guys, thanks for the opportunity. Yeah, you guys have fun.
Well, here, we're gonna go ahead and upload this real quick. Just let me.
Hey, we're off the air. You wanna pull that dick out? Maybe slap it on the phone.
Okay, guys.
Just come on. Come on. Let me hear your dick on the phone. Just slap it on the phone. Just thwack, thwack. Right on that phone.
Good evening and welcome to Reasonable Sanity Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Token. With us tonight, we have a very special guest. We have Royce Morales. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
I did.
All right, great. Me too. So it says, so basically, you help people understand obstacles that were caused in their past lives that are affecting their present life, if I'm understanding correctly, right?
It could be this life or past lives. Yeah, either one, depending on what the client is ready for or what comes up. Yes.
Okay. When did you sort of come across this? When did it develop for you? I hear a lot of different, some people it's a lot younger than others. Other people it's a little, into, young adults. When did you develop this ability?
I've been doing this for over 4 decades, believe it or not. And it just sort of came intuitively. I was one of these people that tried everything, and I was on several different spiritual paths and philosophical paths, and I had been teaching classes. People had requested that I teach them some of the stuff that I knew, and literally I would be sitting there, and people would ask a question, and it would sort of just intuitively arrive. And out of that trusting that took me a while to develop, I came up with a transformative process, so to speak, an inner journey process that helped people get in touch with all the things that are getting in the way, so they can solve them and heal them.
Let me interrupt you real quick there.
Sure.
Line two, go ahead.
How you doing? This is Dwight. I'm calling from Trenton, New Jersey.
Welcome, Dwight.
I've been listening for the last few moments here. That lady sounds really fucking stupid.
Whoa.
Just real fucking stupid. I'm telling you.
Disconnect. Carol, disconnect. Sorry about that. Carol, I asked you to filter a little better this time, please. Line 3, go ahead.
Sorry, Ryan.
Kermit the Frog here. That lady sounds like a fucking moron.
Hello?
Can you tell me how to get to?
Carol, you know what? We're going to Carol. Just a second here. Hold on, just a second, Royce. I'm going to go ahead.
They gave me a legitimate question. They said they had a legitimate question, and then they just did that. It's not my fault. What can I do? What can I do?
We're going to go to commercial real quick, and then we'll just come back and reset.
Tune in tonight to see what kind of evidence Private Investigator Richard Cardo has on the PLA.
There's a drawing, a child's drawing, and it's titled Chris Tompkinson versus the Cactus.
But does a drawing equal murder? How would he have got to the crime scene?
I think RPCP was going to probably drive his wife and child over to the in-laws in Oregon, drop them off there, and then proceed down to Brownsville, Texas.
Sure, why not? Makes plenty of sense to me. Tell me more about that drawing.
This drawing puts him in the house that night and probably with an accomplice. I am sure this guy wrote the ransom note. There's no doubt, I think, in anybody's mind.
So, did Brad Carter kill John Benet Ramsey?
There is no question in my mind now. This is an open and shut case.
And we are back. So, Royce, I have a good question to you, especially related to that last ad for that show that's on tonight about this supposable lead on John Benet Ramsey's killer. What do you know about this Brad Carter and any form of intuition you may have to his involvement in John Benet Ramsey's murder?
I have no idea. I could barely understand the commercial, and I have no idea who that is. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought maybe you could use some of your, intuition to help. I mean, it's a pretty old murder. I mean, the family, they suffered a long time. I think most, like, the parents died and stuff. So it'd be real good to close that one. If you had any kind of this, I don't know if you're watching it tonight, but tonight there's that big special that's on. About
Ryan, why don't you tell your guest if she thinks she can do better with the audio, tell her to come and work here.
Carol, come on. I pay you to do it.
Well, I'm sorry, but she's sitting there insulting my audio skills.
Okay, hold on.
I do my best.
Carol, I need to talk to you. Hold on. We're going to go to break. One more commercial. We'll be right back.
Hi, RBCP of the Phone Losers here. As a convicted hacker, I know a thing or two about skewing reality for others. And let me just tell you this about reality. Nothing's real. If you're listening to this commercial, heed my warning. The world you think is real is not. Everything's a fake. You're being fooled along every step you take. Nothing is real. Not even this commercial.
All right, and we are back. So let me ask you this, Royce. I just got one more real important question for you, and it just comes down to... God, I better get down in the shelter. I gotta go. All right, everybody, this has been Reasonable Sanity Podcast. Good night, everyone.
All right, we are clear. Looks like we are off the air.
I can't believe we had to use another freaking tornado warning to get a boring guest off.
Who the fuck was that lady?
I mean, was that good? You told me to pretend to be a caller and berate her and call her fucking stupid, right?
She deserved it. What the fuck was it with her?
I don't know, but when does she give us the money for having her on the show? Like, do we collect a check or is it charged? What do we do?
I'm not the accountant. They just pay me to just talk to these people.
I thought we were pretty sure that there was a $500 fee for her to put her stupid shit on the air.
I don't know. They tell me if I come here, act like I know how to run a radio thing. They give me $100, and I go see Ron, and Ron gives me a couple of baggies, and we're good.
Fucking Ron's working here again? Oh shit!
Why was that commercial about John Benet Ramsey? What the fuck? Just look at those clothes she's wearing. Oh, she hung up.
Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, this is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. That was Brad Carter from Albany, Oregon. I'm Carol from the Reasonable Insanity Podcast. We'd talked to you about... I'd been in contact with you about being a guest on our show.
Yes.
Are you ready to maybe give that a try? Because Ryan says he's ready for it, and I can go ahead and transfer you.
Sure am.
Okay, hold on. Let me hit the bleep bloops. Hold on. I type this in. Okay, transfer. Okay, here we go. We're on the air. Okay, if all rise for the Honorable Ryan Tolkien.
You may be seated. Welcome to Reasonable Sanity Podcast, everybody. I am Ryan Tolkien. Today with us we have Kevin Coolidge, the creator of Totally Ninja Raccoons. On the prosecution side, we have Dwight McClanahan. So if you could go ahead and open statements, we'll start with Dwight first.
All right. So thank you, Your Honor, and God bless you. I've been at this job for the last 15 years, and I've never seen a more blatant ripoff than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And for this, I believe that this man, Kevin, should be locked up and put in a prison, and possibly under the prison.
Okay, thank you. Kevin, would you like to make a defense opening statement?
I submit that all raccoons are ninjas, that some are more ninjas than others. There are no... Do you see a turtle with an opposable thumb? Do you see...
Sir,
Your
you
Honor,
you can't ask leading questions. You can't ask leading questions, but...
Yeah, I object. I object.
You object? What's the objection?
I object on the grounds that you're speculating. These are not
and
facts.
leading questions. I'm the judge. I'm making my stance.
I don't need your fucking help, Judge.
Questions. This is not... Is this your first time in a situation like that? I can't imagine. So, please continue.
Also, you should object because he's gay. Sorry. I'm just the bailiff. I shouldn't be talking. I'm sorry.
Kevin, please continue.
Okay, so raccoons...
I think one of the raccoons may or may not have killed him.
He's
said that was his way to say fuck
He's
you.
full of shit. Let me try him back. Hey, Kevin.
Yes.
We got disconnected. I'm sorry. I'm connecting you back to the courtroom.
Kevin,
Court is
would
now
you
in session.
Apologize to the court for your disappearance.
All rise.
Your Honor, I would like to amend the charges to include attempted escape, as Kevin tried to escape from the courtroom in these proceedings.
All right. I agree. Proceed.
Kevin, on the date in question, where were you? You say you were at work, but work has no record of you coming in and sucking any dick that night. So where exactly were you?
Excuse me?
I'm cross-examining. I'm poking holes in your stories. I'm the prosecutor. And your job at the Dickporium said you weren't in sucking no dick that night. So where were you?
Alleged prosecutor.
Wait a minute. I would like to step in here. Yeah, that is definitely alleged. Matter of fact, I think I need to bring in a special witness. Carol, please take the bench. Carol?
Okay, yes, hello.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Bob?
Of course.
All right. Mr. McClanahan, if you would like to start examination.
Okay, Carol, you were a spectacular eyewitness. Did you observe Kevin at any time in the Motel 6 flushing sheets down the toilet?
As a matter of fact... Oh.
So stupid. Good evening and welcome to Reasonable Sanity Podcast. My name is Ryan Token. With me tonight I have Wayne McFarland. He wrote a pretty amazing book called Tales from the Day. Now, Wayne, if you would like to just throw out some names that are in this book. It was pretty impressive when I heard of this book.
Ryan, yes, I'd be delighted. Thanks for having me on, by the way. Are you talking about chapter titles or?
Oh, no. Celebrity names. I was like taken back.
Oh, well, I would have to say that probably at the top of the list was Johnny Cash. I've got a chapter in my book called The Day Johnny Cash Hit on My Wife. Hey, you know, if you got a story, you might as well tell it.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, exactly. It said it wouldn't, you wouldn't be putting in a book if it wasn't just anybody, you know. So it's pretty impressive. Now, so me, I see. This is where I can relate to that. I've had some interactions with celebrities. My family used to own a plantation out in Georgia, and here's the thing: is you know, it's not a plantation anymore, right? Those are gone, but it's not like the property's haunted or something. You know what I mean? It's so now it's like one of those places where there's a bunch of attractments and kids come. You know, we do cornfield mazes and things like that, right?
Yeah.
And so, but there has been some experiences because it's Georgia. It's been old property, and in my family had it investigated. Do you know by chance who Zach Baggins is?
No, I have to say that is a new name to me. But,
okay, so Zach,
please elucidate. I'm ready.
Okay, so Zach Baggins is a guy who runs a show called Ghost Hunters, and they wanted to come to our property, and we're like, oh, that's awesome, right? Because, you know, it'll help advertise a little bit, right? And maybe they'll pick up something, right? Because, you know, as far as I could tell, I thought Zach was legitimate. Well,
Ryan, is his last name really Baggins, like Bilbo Baggins?
That's what he goes by. The more I look into this guy, the more I think he's a shiller a little bit. But listen to this. So I'm talking to, you know, we're excited because it's like, oh, cool, we'll get our property on TV, right? And it's heritage, you know, so we're great. And so Zach comes and he ends up making a movie, and it's called Demon House. And it's about our property, and he actually claims that our relative blinded him. Blinded him, and now he wears glasses. I'm just thinking, you know, he got over 40 and needed glasses, but he's claiming that we blinded him. But check this out.
Yes.
No joke here, because you know you definitely feel it, because Johnny Cash hit on, hit on your wife in front of you, and. You know, that's just, you know, it's got to check this one out. That's what I'm just saying. This one might be a little bit above that. So here's the first EVP. You know what an EVP is? Have you heard of those? You know, where they talk and then it picks up like a voice, right? So here's the first one. And he says he hears something racist, and it kind of leads to some other stuff. So this is the first one.
Hello, Nathaniel Token. It is me, the great Zach Baggins. Are you here, sir? Is there something you would like to talk about? Talk about what, brother? Oh my God, did you guys hear that?
All right, so did you happen to hear anything there?
I did, but he was shouting for Samuel Tolkien. His last name is Baggins. And he's shouting for Samuel Tolkien.
No.
Ryan,
Samuel Tolkien
seems a little strange.
My great-grandpa, Samuel Tolkien.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's at my property. He's trying to summon him,
right.
through an EVP.
Yeah.
And then he said he cares about white power, which we don't hear that there. Okay, so that was event number one. So I get it. He may hear it. If EVPs are up to interpretation, so be it. So here's one where he starts, even if this is my grandfather, he's antagonizing him. Listen to this.
Nathaniel Tolkien, that type of talk is not politically correct in this day and age.
Don't let the liberal media tell you how things are being. If you have hatred for that black power.
You can say what you want about modern times, but me, the great Zach Baggins, will not let you be a bigot on my show.
Okay, so this happens, right?
That
and this
was
happens.
great. Were you there? Were you there, Ryan, for this?
No.
Were you there?
No, we weren't allowed to be there. So we weren't even allowed to be there. And so he hits this thing up, and he claims it's my.
Yeah. Does that seem suspicious to you that you weren't allowed to be there?
Now it does.
Right, okay.
At first, it was
All
because they make you feel like it's because they don't want you to mess with it, right? But I think it's the other way around. So, anyways, this is supposedly when my grandpa attacks him because he is talking to his crew about how he thinks it's a racist ghost, and then it attacks him. Check this out.
Guys, this sounds pretty serious. This is like a level 7 racist specter. We got to do what we can to get him canceled.
I understand you. Go back to your country, black power.
Ooh, ow. Hey guys, the demon, it's attacking my eyes. I can't see. This racist demon, it's taken my vision.
And that's a clip from his movie. And now he wears glasses. He took 6 months off. He wears glasses, and he tells everybody that my racist grandpa is some kind of level 7 racist specter or something. And it's hurt our tourism. I mean, it helps during Halloween a little bit, but you pretty much just get the hate crowd. People ain't bringing their families.
Great. That was great. I would think it would increase your tourists. Maybe you need to advertise ghost tours.
Our Proud Boy, we're up about 900% on Proud Boys, but that's it. We're not getting the families we used to. The moms that would decide to bring 4 or 5 family members, we're not getting them anymore.
Ryan, I didn't know that there were that many Proud Boys out there.
Well,
are they kind of dragging them in from all over the country? What?
Oh, hold on. We got one of those ads. Just a second.
Hi, RBCP of the Phone Losers here. As a convicted hacker, I know a thing or two about skewing reality for others. And let me just tell you this about reality. Nothing's real. If you're listening to this commercial, heed my warning. The world you think is real is not. Everything's a fake. You're being fooled along every step you take. Nothing is real. Not even this commercial.
And we are back. Reasonable Sanity Podcast.
Yes, and I'm
Ryan Token.
Glad to have you.
Well, yeah, good. Glad to have you. Now, before you go, we have a little ceremony that we like to do with our new guests. Go ahead and we just
Brian?
We offer a sacrifice here. Just go ahead. Let me just get this little one ready here. All right.
Okay.
All right, Carol, go ahead. Pull the lever when you're ready.
All right.
All right, lever pulling. 3, 2, 1.
Bring the sacrifice to me. Bring me the sacrifice.
That's fantastic.
Ryan, can you tell that guest person to shut the fuck up during the sacrifice?
Yes, I'll be quiet.
Gotta suck at it.
This man's penis as a sacrifice.
Well, there you have it. It's up to you if you ever want to believe anything that Wayne possibly happened. I don't know. Could be a bunch of bullshit to sell a book. Because I mean, we've had some interesting guests tonight. We've had some guy who ripped off the Ninja Turtles, and a bunch of people who want to sell bullshit. But maybe his wife was actually hit on by Johnny Cash. Who knows? He's dead. He can't tell the difference. This has been Reasonable Sanity Podcast. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Oh, lordy me. Oh, fantastic. Oh, gosh, Ryan, I gotta tell you. That was great, you guys. Really, best interview I've ever had, I think.
All right. And will you be
okay.
Will you be using credit card to pay us, or?
Well, let me check. Are you going to be sure if I give you a credit card, it's real?
Is anything real?
Yeah, excuse me, sir. Is this going to be cash, check, or dick?
Listen, guys. It sounds like we're done here. Sadly.
Yeah, we're done. All right. Have a good night.
We love you.
That was great. That was really great.
I love you.
Guys.
I love you.
Have a good night.
Well, I think if I wasn't happily married, I'd propose to you right now.
Do you love
Carol
me?
has some tight little holes, I'm telling you.
All right, you two. I hope you're making a ton of money. Really, you deserve every penny.
There's 3 of us, asshole.
Good evening and welcome to Reasonable Sanity Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Token. With us tonight, we have J.C. Gordon. He's a foremost expert on infinite intelligence. What's infinite intelligence, you ask? Well, I'm told it's the holy grail of paranormal. How are you doing today, J.C.?
Hey, Ryan. Pleasure to be here. I'm doing great.
Good, good. Now, before we get started, I just needed to make a statement to my fans. I wanted to address the fans of the show that have been reading in all the papers and seeing on the liberal news. I want to be clear. We are appalled at what is being discussed about me and my wife's. Our name will be cleared, and Scott's not just for dinner anymore. Anyways, let's get back onto the show. Okay, so JC, tell us, what is this? What is infinite intelligence? If you had to describe it in a few words.
It is the power and force that controls everything.
Okay. Is this a force that we all can be in contact with, or is it one where maybe only select people are, or some people are just in tune and some are just not in tune, but we're all capable?
Well, this is a force in consciousness that we all have, Brian. Quite frankly, we have, as individuals, we have 2 forms of consciousness. Of course, our mind consciousness that we all know, but we also have an inner silent conscious. I call them the 12 whispers in my books. Things like insights, intuitions, trust, hope and love, of course, are the 2 big ones. Hope and love doesn't resonate in the mind. It resonates through the heart, that consciousness. And that consciousness, those insights come from our spirit, which is our life force, our essence, which is in the central canal of our spine. So it's that type of consciousness that never leads us wrong is the essence of what it is.
Yes, and this is kind of what I was hinting at in my question. I grew up in Dallas, Texas, drinking sodium fluoride water. All the scientific studies show that my IQ has been reduced by at least 20 points. The shadows of who would have been called out from the grave. I mean, when it comes to being in touch with things like that, I think I'm there. Resistance is victory. I recognize you for the filthy trash that you are when I recognize it, and the human spirit and light that will fight and burn in the system and this pile of black slag.
Yeah. You couldn't be any more right on with that, Ryan. To be quite honest with you, and I know this is the first time that we're talking, but I'm 100% in agreement with you. I am an ex-banker, Ryan. I'm an ex-financial analyst. I am as left-brained as a person could be. I sold my brokerage company over 20 years ago, was semi-retired, had built my log house, was living off the grave, and that's when I had my experience. I had a chainsaw go through my throat, and I died. And
yes,
it took me
yes.
to that essence of everything.
Yes, parasites
the
will be
sensors
crushed.
just came through.
I taste the weakness, crushing. Exactly. It is maggots meant to dominate us, and we are not meant to be her slave. I mean, yeah. Every baby will fight for its life in the womb. Won't you fight for your life?
Sorry, Ryan. I had a bit of interference there. I wasn't quite hearing you.
Oh. Sorry. I came knocking on the door a million times and you laughed at me. You've been in love with something else your whole life, and the love affair. Sandy Hook is a symptom of completely fake actors, in my view, manufactured.
Okay. And
it's all over the globalist. Breaking the control now.
Yeah, it really is. That is the macro picture. And when I was in infinite intelligence, when I was dead, Ryan, I was dead in time for 2 to 3 minutes. But every second in time was equivalent to about 4.36 years in timelessness, where I went.
Speaking of that, do you know what goes on in bones and skulls? Do you?
I've heard of it. I can't say that I've spent my time looking at that, because it isn't anything that it's a dark energy.
And get your shirt off. It's pervert time.
Yeah,
How about Prozac? How about Prozac? The U.S.'s number one cause of death is Prozac.
I don't know the stats on that, but if you're saying it is, but it is an artificial chemical that the body is not used to. I mean, quite frankly, Ryan, we are our best doctors.
Through your lies, Barack Obama. You are a wicked devil. I'm a chimpanzee in a tree, jumping up and down, warning other chimpanzees what's going on. The big cat's coming in, and I'm the weirdo because I'm the one going.
Ryan, are you aiming that at me? Personally?
No. See, invasion force, please release us. I'm telling you, folks, nerds are the most dangerous groups in this country, because you end up running things.
Well, there's no doubt that.
Hold on. We got that ad. We got that ad break. Hold on 1 second. All right, we'll be right back.
Ladies, do you want some of the devil inside of you?
Oh, yeah.
Feel free to come on over to the Satan's Altar Church.
Put that dick inside me, devil.
Right at the corner of Horse Machine Ranch Road and Big Dick Devil Boulevard.
I want to fuck the devil and the guest that's on this show right now.
Come on over and Carol will put her big hairy vagina clit in your mouth.
And we are back. Let me just get straight to the point here, okay? We are going to return to the Republic. We never be but perfect. We're gods. You, baby harvesting demon maggots. You. I will never back down. I will never bow to you. I'll free till the day I stop sucking air. Any response? Hello?
We lost the patient.
Oh, there it is.
Hello?
Hello, this is Mark.
Yes, speaking.
Wow, did you come with your own intro music? That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I was just listening to something while but it's paused now.
It's cool. No, I'm impressed. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna push the button here that'll play my intro music that will bring you in, and then I will introduce you and the other guests. So here we go.
All right.
Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Reasonable Sanity Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Token. Tonight, we're going to have an excellent conversation with a few guests I have here. Starting first, I have Mark Hernandez. He is a intuitive healer and coach, and host of People and Pets Show. Welcome.
Hey, Ryan. Thanks for having me. Great to be with you.
Okay. We also have on the panel tonight Dwight McClanahan. Dwight McClanahan is he's an author of a book called How to Clean It the Dwight Way. And also he does a podcast called Keeping It Clean, Keeping It Cool, Keeping It Dwight. Welcome, Dwight.
Hey, thanks for having me on there, Chief. I would like to issue a full disclosure, though. I am familiar with Ryan Token. We interacted when I was a child. I was in the Boy Scouts. Ryan was my troop leader. At one point, I know Ryan did some prison time for what he did to me when I was in the Scouts. But now we are actually in a consensual relationship. And I just want that out there. I don't want to be accused of sandbagging the audience and not being truthful and transparent.
It's true. It's true. Yes. I was a criminal and now we're in love. I don't know why it's so hard for so many people to accept. I mean, not everybody holds this against us. Mark Hernandez came on my show and I did time as a diddler. So you can't hold these things on people forever, can you, Mark?
No, it's about moving on, learning what we need to learn, and moving on.
Yep, exactly. True. So let me ask, Mark, how long have you been a diddler?
That's not something I'm into.
Anymore?
I can talk about being a college professor.
Oh. No, I thought we were supposed to talk about how we were molested as youths and how we moved past it and became sexual beings with our abusers.
I encourage that on my show. I encourage that talk. It's not required. I encourage
I thought I was going to talk about pet healings tonight, but I guess you had a different agenda.
Yeah. No, see, not heala and pets and all that. Pedophilia.
Well, that's not something I'm into.
What type of ointment do you place on a prolapsed anus in order to heal it?
Dude, you had me sitting back away from my mic and holding my mouth in laughter as you called me a child molester.
Time to just give up.
Same one.
Has anyone been talking to Milkman?
Hello?
Yes?
Yeah, I said, this is Ryan Token from Reasonable Sanity Podcast, and I was calling about the Valve Grinder and Black & Decker.
Yeah.
If you had to tell me how that thing is used and what it is good for, how would you put it?
Well, valve grinding, cars, and so forth.
Oh, yeah, yes. See, I've heard of this grinding. Now, you would probably recommend wearing masks and other type of safety equipment, PPE, when grinding the metals, I suppose?
I would. You can, yes. It'd probably be wise, whatever.
And if you had to put it in a 30-second term, how important is safety?
Well, it's any kind of...